Right guys, just got the stove on, bit of oil in there, and going to be cooking a bit of squirrel up. Got some back legs, front legs, and the back. I'm going to be doing this with a bit of Cajun seasoning. Just letting the oil heat up in the pan. Got a little, one of these little stoves, what's this called?
No, alcohol stove.
Just like a little alcohol stove. This is an old frying pan. We could cook over the fire, but we wanted to keep the fire going and not sort of burn it down to embers. This is the first time Matthew's going to try squirrel. We've got a pigeon as well. We've got some pigeon breasts we're going to fry up. We're just going to do the squirrel first. We've got some pepper, some salt, some Cajun, which we're going to do with the squirrel because that's quite nice, Cajun squirrel. Got a bit of garlic. Got some rolls as well, so might do the flash fry the pigeon breast and do that in the rolls. Just let the frying pan go for a bit. But yeah, we're really sort of roughing it this weekend. We've travelled really light, as I said earlier. I bought like this little tiny tub of cooking oil. Bought just a frying pan, little stove. Really lightweight setup, just a tarp. Matthew's got his hammock. I just bought a sleeping bag, borrowed a ground mat off Matthew as well. Bought 2 packs of bacon and a baguette. Bacon and obviously baguette is for breakfast tomorrow morning.
Just in case.
Just in case, you know. Always good to start your day off. Yeah. So yeah, get some squirrel cooking up for you in a minute. Show you that. Dead easy to skin a squirrel, as I showed you earlier, and it's just nice to be able to come out with a 410 and scrounge a meal basically. Bring minimal equipment out. Let's test the. There you go. Squirrel going in, guys. Nice little stove. More oil.
I'll go with 2 more tablets just in case.
Now guys, I know some people who go camping and they'll bring everything, you know, by the kitchen sink with them, but you know, this is just a quick camp out and we're just doing things a bit rough and ready, bit quick. Frying pan, you know, 410, handful of shells, lightweight tarp and sleeping bag. We're only out here for the night. So yeah, you know, you can sort of live off the land if you know how. Not a lot of meat on a squirrel, but enough for a bite. With a pigeon as well. Probably stick that in a baguette. Have a nice sandwich. We did get another pigeon. Matthew did shoot a pigeon, and it dropped somewhere, but we couldn't find it. The downside of not having a dog. But yeah, it's a nice little stove. Where did you get this stove from?
Amazon.
Amazon.
BCB.
BCB. For anyone that wants to order one of them. Decent little stove. We're going to wait till a bit later, have something to eat. Then we're going to set a handful of snares along a rabbit-proof fence, just to make sure, you know, I think we're not going out setting them too early, because you get a fox mooching around, so we'll set them out a bit later, and hopefully get up early morning, check them, and who knows, it might be rabbit and bacon for breakfast tomorrow. It's browning off nicely now.
Looks a bit like lamb.
Yeah. As I said, guys, I didn't bring out anything else for this. You know, this is just a quick sort of rough camp out. You know, if we were out here for days, and we'd have bought a bit more gear with us, or a bit, well, when I say gear, more food, stuff like that. You know, we could have bought. I said earlier, I sort of do regret not bringing an onion just to fry up with this, but is what it is. This will do us. You know, we did eat before we came out, so this is just like a little camp snack, really. And but yeah, Matthew's down with us for the week, and he loves his camping. He's a bit of an outdoorsman, so never used a shotgun before, so thought we'd get him out here with a gun and do a bit of catch it, cook it for him.
Not burning, mate.
They're burning alright, actually, yeah.
It's alright, eh? A few more there, chuck on. You need to.
No, before anyone asks, I didn't nick my missus' best frying pan. This is a shitty old one we had that I bought out. I wouldn't do that to her. It wouldn't be worth me getting beaten up over. I don't have a lot of camping gear, as I haven't actually camped for years. I just thought I'd take this opportunity while Matthew was down to do a bit. So guys, you could probably, you know, if you bought a bigger stove, you could do this quite a bit quicker, but you know, we ain't in a rush. I just thought I'd make a quick video. There we go, that's better. That's getting some heat on it now. So we're going to cook this squirrel up first, because obviously it takes longest to cook. Pigeon is literally just flash fried. Similar to how you do like a frying steak. You can eat pigeon quite rare. In fact, it's better if you do, otherwise if you overcook it, it tastes like a bit of tough old liver. But as I said, I wish I'd have bought, you know, a couple of red onions or something to chop up with this. But hey ho, next time.
Living and learning.
Yeah, living and learning. We just sort of, we got home today and rushed out, sort of thing, and in our eagerness to get out. So yeah, as I said earlier, when we were walking around with the 410, we were taking it in turns, and I didn't really think to have the film camera going. There's quite a lot of leaf cover on the trees as well, so it wouldn't have really made that great a filming. I shot the squirrel, but I wouldn't have been able to film. It's really awkward how I shot it. I could only just about see it myself, so I don't think the camera would have picked it up. But tomorrow morning we'll give it another go, I think, and I'll film Matthew shooting. Like I say, it's his first time shooting, so kind comments, please. He missed a pigeon tonight, but that was right over the camp. But you live and learn, don't you? We're only having a knockabout, it's nothing serious. You can always come down again soon in the season and we'll give him a proper outing. It's nice to be out again. Nice to be out camping, especially after this lockdown. Nice to be out in the open, out of the house. It's a nice warm evening. As you can see, I'm still in a t-shirt. It's probably around 10 o'clock now. Probably later than that actually, probably around 11. We've just been chilling around a campfire for a couple of hours. We didn't get out here till probably around 6, half past. Set the tarp up, dumped the gear off, and then went straight for probably an hour's walk around with the 410. Saw quite a few pigeons, but as I say, the leaf cover was on, so you can't really get any flying shots or moving shots. You got to all we were doing was just waiting for to see what we could see in the trees, which
Shit.
was bloody hard because you could hear them, but you couldn't see them, and they'd sort of see you before you saw them. Add a couple more on them there.
Bit warmer.
So this little stove just takes these little like pellets. Handy little stove actually. Lightweight, really small. Fits in a small pack if you want to travel light. It's yeah, it's doing a good little job of this squirrel.
Better than I expected.
Yeah.
Be good for pigeon.
Yeah. I think it'll cook the pigeon better than it will the squirrel. We could probably do this on the fire. It'd be probably a little bit quicker. But, we thought we'd try out Matthew's new stove. He hasn't used it yet, so thought we'd try it out. And just have a little bit of a chat while we're cooking. We're going to let this cook through a little bit more, and then going to whack some of this Cajun seasoning on it. Like I say, this isn't anything, you know, fancy or chefy. This is just sort of rough campfire cooking. You know, shot it an hour ago, skinned it, and now cooking it in the frying pan. You know, you can't get much fresher than that.
Catch and cook.
Catch and cook, that's it. Who knows, might get a couple of rabbits in the snares tonight. Hopefully, there's a few that's been getting on that field. And they've managed to chew their way through the rabbit-proof fencing, so we'll set the snares along the holes they've made and hopefully catch the buggers. Because yeah, they're taking the piss now, digging up this on. It goes onto a little football pitch, and where like a local little kiddies team train, so they don't really need to be tripping over rabbit holes when they're training. So we'll try and get a couple of them. Matthew wants a rabbit to take back home with him, so see if we can get one for him to take home, and hopefully get a couple, one to cook up for a bit of breakfast tomorrow with our bacon.
That's going on nicely, isn't it?
That is coming on nicely. That's a good little stove, that. Decent little stove.
Smells nice. Smells lovely.
Smells nice.
More meat than I expected from a squirrel.
Yeah. I mean, if you want a decent meal, you'd have to get
4.
yeah, 4 or 5 of them, you know. But for anyone that hasn't tried squirrel, guys, and if you go out and shoot a lot, I really do recommend you trying them. It is a lovely meat. And if you watch my previous video, you'll see they're not as hard to skin as everyone makes out. Pretty easy to skin, so there's no excuse there. You know, if you get out and shoot squirrels, you're doing a service, because grey squirrel is obviously
Invasive.
an invasive alien species. Yeah, they do a lot of damage to our trees. They'll ring the bark crown of trees, and they take songbirds' little chicks and their eggs. So, you know, I'll always shoot as many as I can. If I see one in there, I'll always shoot it. And if I don't eat them myself, then the dogs get fed the squirrels, or the ferrets will get fed the squirrels. You know, nothing goes to waste. But as I said before, I've eaten squirrel many, many times. It's a really good meat. You know, you go over to America, and they absolutely love squirrel. I mean, Elvis, the king of rock and roll, his favourite thing was fried squirrel, I believe. So there you go. Can't be wrong, can he? I've eaten it many times, and it's absolutely beautiful. In fact, I probably prefer squirrel to rabbit. couple nice fat squirrels. And if you can get a couple of nice young rabbits as well, you know, half-grown, three-quarter grown rabbits. Get them fried up with a few onions and mushrooms. You know, I wish I bought some mushrooms as well. They're bloody disgusting. And Matthew don't like mushrooms, but if I'd have bought some, that'd have been all the more for me, wouldn't it? But hey ho. I'm sure my missus is enjoying a nice quiet evening without us. And I would have bought a dog out with me tonight, but I just thought, you know, say there's quite a lot of deer in this wood. If I'd have bought my running dogs out, they'd have bloody disappeared on me during the night. And the terriers are just an absolute fucking write-off. Excuse my language. You can't take them bloody things anywhere. Antisocial. And I don't want to be woken up in the night when my little Jack Russell starts barking at every bloody noise, every crackle. So we come, just as I said, guys, this is rough and ready. I'm just picking a bit of loose fur off of them. Bit of fur don't hurt anyone, will it, Matthew?
No.
It's cooking nicely now, starting to brown all the way through. So once that's done, we'll tip some of that Cajun seasoning on it, bit of salt and pepper. We haven't even bought any plates with us. It's one of them. So we're going to be eating it out of the pan, rough and ready, which when it's ready, I'm going to switch the camera off because nobody needs to see us burning our fingers trying to pick up this squirrel.
No.
I'm sure it'll give you guys a good laugh, but you don't need to hear our bad language through that. Got a couple more of them things on, you reckon? Just sticking a couple more of these nuggets on. Yeah.
Oh shit. That one fucked up.
Ah, fuck.
Leave it there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Put these on in a second. Get that one back for morning.
That's it. So yeah, guys, I'm pretty lucky to have access to this wood. It's actually a family-owned piece of woodland. And I've shot this since I was 13, 14. I've always camped out here as well. Always loved camping out. I haven't done it for a few years though. Just work-wise, been a bit busy, you know how it goes. So it's nice to be back out. I've missed coming out here and camping, and I'd always take, when I was younger, I'd camp out here on my 6 weeks holidays with my mates. And we all had air rifles. We'd take our air rifles and we'd have a ping about, you know. We'd probably sneakily take some of the, there's a pheasant shoot on the other side, we'd probably sneaky go and poach a couple of pheasants, you know, misspent youth and all that, and cook them up on the fire. But yeah, we were always out here camping out. And we'd always build our own shelters, and so yeah, it's just one of them things that's always been an interest. And this, obviously Matthew's out with me, he's what, 17, are you, Matthew?
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to see like lads getting into it now, you know, into camping out and bushcraft, because not many young lads are into it. They'd sooner be sat on their Xbox and sat out here, but you play Xbox as well, don't you, Matthew?
Yeah. Rather that, yeah.
He likes his Xbox as well, but he does enjoy coming out camping. Would you camp, what, 3-4 times a week?
Probably, yeah. At the minute.
Whilst he's been in lockdown, he's been camping 3-4 times a week. Something to do, keep him busy. And so yeah, he's come out to impart some of his bushcraft knowledge on me, which I'm very grateful for. He knows his stuff. And I've just come out here to shoot the 410 and kill stuff.
Best bit.
It is the best bit, yeah. We had good fun, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun eating what we've shot as well. I tell you, I'm impressed with this little stove, guys. You know, it's a proper little proper good little stove for a you know, if you're on a, like we're doing, a little light, just sort of chuck your gear in your bag, sort of camping trip. You know, beautiful. You're away. You know, it weighs nothing, does it?
No.
And all you need is like a little pack of these pellets.
About £3.24.
£3 for 24.
Yeah.
It's not bad value.
That looks gorgeous.
Hmm?
I think it looks better because I'm hungry now.
Got to smell, guys, if you can smell this. Something about squirrel when it's cooking, it just smells really, really good. Smells better than chicken. Got the fire just behind us. Like I say, we were going to cook this on the campfire originally, but we just didn't want to let the embers burn down too much.
Still a bit damp.
Yeah, the wood's a little bit damp. It's been, for a couple of days prior to this, it's been absolutely whacking it down here. So we had a bit of a job lighting the fire, but my uncle's obviously been coming out and over the past few months and logging up the all the deadfall in here, because we had some quite bad storms, and so we found 4 or 5 big beech rounds, and they cut up beautifully. Split them up, and that'll keep us going all till tomorrow morning. I mean, we won't keep the fire going all night. So we've got a little tarp and sleeping bag, so we'll sort of get nestled up in our sleeping bags and let the fire sort of burn out probably. But yeah, obviously guys, if you're going to go camping, it's always better to ask the landowner's permission. Don't just turn up somewhere and start lighting fires and shooting stuff. You know, I've actually got permission here. As I've said, it's actually a family owned piece of land. So I'm allowed here. I'm allowed to have fires, obviously responsibly and carefully. Looking good now, isn't it, Matthew?
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Smells bloody lovely, doesn't it?
You can smell a vision.
Yeah. If only you could smell this, guys. Literally shot this, what?
Hour
Hour and
and a half?
a half ago, 2 hours tops. Took him out of his jacket, gutted him in the pan. You can't really get fresher than that, really, can you? Remember, guys, it's probably taken quite a while to cook. You're probably thinking, bloody hell, it's taking ages, but it's a very small stove we're cooking it on. You know, and we want to cook it through properly. We don't want to get food poisoning out here. That'd ruin our weekend a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Ruin that at week.
Been pretty good though.
You told it.
It's not far. It's not far off.
A little bit of Cajun.
Let's whack some of this Cajun on.
We got salt, pepper first.
Yeah, salt and pepper first. Bit of salt and pepper, Cajun, and then we're going to give it a couple more minutes. Then we're going to have at it, because we're bloody hungry. But it's nice so far. We've been sat by the fire and we've heard muntjac, we've heard owls. You know, the woods come to life at night.
A bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Matthew don't like the noise, he don't like the racket. Go on, stick it on there, Matthew. That's it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All that pigeon in that oil.
Yeah, and we're going to fry the pigeon up in this oil. It's going to have a nice squirrely taste to that as well. God, that smells bloody wonderful. As I say, a couple more minutes, guys, and then I'm going to shut this video off. And we're going to tuck into this because we're both bloody hungry. Sit back down by the fire. Tuck into this and then go and set some rabbit snares. I'll just show you how this is looking. See that? Oh, I wish you could smell it. Wish you could smell it. Because it smells bloody awesome. It's got a nice yellow colour as well, isn't it? Because that Cajun. Oh man, oh man. That is going to be a tasty bit of tucker.
Foxes aren't there,
Yeah, we'll probably have some foxes in. I chucked the bits of squirrel leg and the head and the pigeon after we breast it out. I chucked that about 10 yards away from the camp. So we'll probably have a nice nighttime visitor coming to take that.
Distracting from the rabbits.
Yeah, hopefully distracting from the rabbit snares. You know, like I won't shoot the foxes round here in this wood because they ain't causing a problem round here. They're no issue. I quite like seeing them round here, you know. At the end of the day, you don't have to kill everything. But squirrels, for me, they are the worst thing around here. They're fair game. That's why this little sucker's in the pan and not in his tray. I think save the red squirrels, guys. Eat as many greys as you bloody well can. They're a pest, but they're a nice, tasty one. I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's about done. So I'm going to switch the video off. Me and Matthew, you can see us because I had torches. We're going to tuck in, guys, so cheers for watching. Try and do another video tomorrow when we're out shooting. Nice fire there. Take care, guys.